we're going to meet the plane.
Is the flight delayed?
Yeah. Well, this gives us a little time to take a steam, maybe.
Well, hey, come on. What is this all about?
Is this some kind of surprise?
Yes, it is. We're going to pick Robin up at the airport. She's coming in early from Mexico, and I'm going to shoot her straight over to General Hospital.
Surprise for Anna.
Actually, I'm thinking it may pick Duke up a little bit.
I just think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Anna's still over there waiting for Duke to come out of surgery?
Well, Duke is in surgery, but right about now, Anna is facing the police board.
Oh, that is taking me so long there.
Well, there's bound to be some debate over you.
Yes, but I promised Duke I would be there as soon as he came out of the operation.
You'll be in the recovery room when he wakes up.
I want to be there the moment he comes to.
Anna, they're deciding your future in there right this minute.
Nothing is more important to me right now than not disappointing Duke.
Look, you can't leave. They may have more questions.
Duke.
I know.
I love him.
I know that too. Hmm?
All right. Now let's see if we can remove this section of the vertebrae.
Loop.
All right. You can't see this, but there's only the distance of a hair between the spinal cord and the bullet right here.
Where do we sign here?
I feel a lot better now. Well, good. That's what this file's for.
Sorry. Sorry. It's still too early to go to the airport, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I've done all of my work here, and I really would like to hear all the news. I cannot believe that Duke Lavery is alive. And the newspapers are full of stories about you, Frisco.
Well, he was wonderful, wasn't he?
I was just part of it. Duke was a hero.
And Anna Devane is in trouble now?
The police board is deciding right now. They ought to be giving her a medal as opposed to deciding whether or not to fire her.
Oh, this is a mess.
Yeah, well, the important one is Duke right now.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you used to work for him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we both did. You know, Claudia might be willing to help out.
You know I'm willing to help. With what? Tell me.
Duke has lost his club, and a bunch of us are getting together to try to take it over until we find out what's going on with him. The opening night's going to be a benefit for Duke Lavery.
He's going to be needing a lot of money.
Okay, well, put me down for a couple tickets.
Well,
Yeah, well, thanks.
Look, I have been thinking about this.
what's that?
Well, I know he helped save Robert's life, and he saved
Yeah.
your lives, too. But he was part of a mob. They were trying to take over Port Charles.
Right. Well, many months ago, he tried to report the mob to the police, but he went to the wrong person. Bert Ramsey.
You're kidding. Honey, you put me down for 4 tickets, and better still, I'll sell a few here at the spot.
We have to get to the airport. Get Robin to General Hospital as soon as possible. Bye-bye.
Okay, see you later.
Hold steady. Hold it. Okay. Wash and label it. It's evidence for the Charles Police Department.
How does it look?
There's heavy swelling around the spinal cord. There's also compression of tissue in the nerves.
Damage to the muscle tissue?
Yeah, we got some severe damage. We got to clean it out. If infection gets into the spinal cord, it's going to be trouble for Duke.
He's still in surgery.
Any word on how he's doing?
No, but he's alive. Take comfort in the fact that he's going to come through this.
I'm holding on to that for dear life.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
The board has reached a decision. Listening, please.
I'm going to be with you.
Come on, then.
May I have a seat, please?
I'd rather stand, thank you.
Captain Lewis. Yes, sir. Since you're the senior policeman here, I suggest that you read the charges and the decision on each charge.
Yes, sir. You ready, Chief?
Yes.
Okay, on the charge of aiding the said prisoner, Duke Lavery, to escape police custody, cleared. Loss of police car, cleared. Hampering the police investigation of the escaped criminal, cleared. Involving non-police personnel in police matters, cleared. Falsification of police records concerning the death of the prisoner, Damon Grenville, cleared. You're cleared, Chief.
Hey, did you hear that?
I can't tell you how happy I am, Chief.
Thank you.
I couldn't see myself working for anybody but you, Anna. Chief.
You did one hell of a job, Chief.
Oh, I'm speechless.
I'm with you all the way now, Chief.
I've got a question
What?
for the mayor.
Oh, yes, Scorpio?
Was the decision unanimous?
Yes, the decision was unanimous.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. It means a lot to me, your support.
You know, the chief had to keep me in the dark for a while, but I'll tell you, I was impressed as hell about those WSB tactics.
Me too.
Tell you the truth, if I was still teaching at the academy, I'd want to incorporate a WSB course into the curriculum.
Is there any reason why we can't start now?
Chief, could you help us set up some classes?
I would be delighted.
Scorpio, could you give some lectures?
Well, someday perhaps, but not this trip.
I would love to stay and talk, gentlemen, but I really promised Duke that I would be there when he came out of surgery, so if you'll excuse me.
They're gonna call, I promise.
I know.
And I think there are some changes we should discuss, some changes within the Port Charles Police Department, and some changes that's going to affect your future, Mr. Devane.
Oh, Buzz. Hello, Jesse.
Yes.
Tony and Yank out of surgery yet?
No.
I read your report on those two doctors and what they did. I'm going to have to rake them over the coals. I can't believe what they've done.
Steve, when you stand them up against the wall, I hope you'll remember that once in a while in the past, you and I have broken some rules.
We've never falsified a death certificate.
Well, no, we haven't done that, but we've done a lot of things that other people wouldn't have thought of doing.
Don't you realize the amount of trouble this could cause us? Times have changed, Jesse.
I know they have. I just hope we haven't.
Buzz, don't you agree that what Yank and Tony did is serious?
It's very serious.
Hank's in terrible trouble.
Yeah, so is Tony.
I wonder if there's anything that can be done.
A student nurse up against Dr. Hardy, you crazy?
Hank's gonna need someone big on his side. He's just a resident.
Yeah, like who, though?
I'm thinking. Yes.
What?
I've got to find Frisco and Felicia. Maybe they can talk Robert Scorpio into helping out.
Well, in an odd way, I think some of what has happened here in Port Charles rests on my shoulders.
No.
You can't mean the mob activity.
Yes, I do. When you made the pitch for Anna to take your place here, I didn't feel totally confident about her WSB background. So I named Captain Ramsey the co-chief of police because of his Port Charles police training. Now look at the mistake that I made.
Yeah, but at the time you made that decision about Bert, he was a good cop. It was later that the stress got to him.
Worse than stress, I'll tell you.
Well, it was total burnout. I mean, I've seen that happen with people in the WSB, but he'll make it back.
Well, I think you're being very kind to me as well as to Ramsey. But there's another reason that I wanted you alone for a minute. And I'm glad you're here, Robert, since it was your idea in the first place.
Well, I've had a couple of ideas lately. Which one are we talking about?
Making Anna Devane sole chief of police.
Mr. Mayor.
You risked your life for it.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh, Robert.
I hope you're going to accept this assignment.
Mr. Mayor, you have made me an offer that I really can't refuse.
Good. Yes.
I've got a message for you, Chief.
What is it?
Duke Lavery will be out of surgery in about 15 minutes.
Well, it will be interesting to see how many people support Duke Lavery at his club.
You're right. A lot of people still confused about Duke.
But I think that when they hear about all of his heroics, they'll turn out for it.
I hope so.
Well, will you excuse me? I have to take these account books into my office.
Sure.
Dr. Lanham, please call Dr. Denton in oncology. Dr. Lanham, please call Dr. Denton in oncology.
word on Duke yet?
No, not yet, but this was sent over and I was told to bring it to you.
Looks like a slug.
No,
The one meant for me.
I'll never forget that.
Me either.
I'll mark it and take it to the office in the morning.
Mommy, Daddy!
Hey!
Oh,
Sweetie pie. Hi. Thanks for picking her up at the airport.
well, I mean, I didn't expect you until...
Well, it was a little surprise. I thought Duke might like it.
Robert.
Daddy called me in Mexico and said that I was to come early, so I'd be a big surprise.
Well, you are that, and you look great.
Shannon's friends were very nice to me.
Were they?
Yes, and she came loaded down with presents.
With presents?
Everyone.
Really?
And for Uncle Duke, too. But how come we're meeting here in the hospital?
Let me just have a little word with you over here. Will you excuse us, please? Of course. Sit down, honey, okay? Okay. Sit down. Now, listen to this. I'll make this very brief, because we might get interrupted. But I do want you prepared.
What happened?
Oh, darling, your Uncle Duke saved your daddy's life.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, then he's a good person like I always thought.
Yes, he is, sweetheart, but while he was saving your father's life, he got hurt. And so he's having a little operation now, and that's what we're all waiting for.
Oh, will he?
Sweetheart, it's serious, but they've removed the bullet, and they're bringing him out soon, so that means that he's well and alive.
Oh, is he going to be all right?
No, we'll just have to pray a lot tonight.
I could start right now.
Well, yes, you could. You can put your hands together, and we'll pray together.
So the board cleared Anna?
All charges.
You know how happy that makes me.
There's a little bit more.
What is it?
Well, it's no longer co-chief. It's now chief of Port Charles. I tell you, you should have been there to see Morgan try and schmooze her. It was brilliant. Anna, Robin?
Duke. Tony, is he all right?
I can't tell yet, not for a day or two.
Duke, we're all here for you. Wait here. So glad I found you.
Dr. Hardy cannot take it out on Tony and Yank. It was my fault. We argued all afternoon. I'm the one who talked Tony into doing this. I can't believe it. He's got to be made to understand that that phony death certificate was done in the name of the law.
Here's Duke Lavery's chart. He can be moved to his room in a few hours.
Right.
Tony!
Have you been called in by Dr. Hardy yet?
No.
Well, don't look so worried, Jane.
I can't help it.
Do you know if Dr. Hardy read the file that Buzz put out on the phony death certificate?
No, there's no way my dad would do that.
Hold it, Sandy. It's his job. He didn't have a choice about this.
Dr. Chung, Dr. Jones, I want to see you in my office staff. Monica, I want you there, too.
Oh, come on.
I want you there.
Dr. Hardy, you've got to listen to me.
No, I don't have to listen to you.
Dr. Hardy, please. This has nothing to do with Tony and Yank. You have to understand that.
You're not on staff here, Frisco. Your brother is, and so is Yank. What's more, your brother's a senior staff member. He should have known better. My office.
Tony Yank, I'm sorry.
You don't have to say anything, Buzz, all right? Thank you for trying to help me. I appreciate it.
Robert's the only one who can help us.
Do I detect red hair in my shoulder? Could this be? Yes, it is my favorite redhead.
I hope I am.
Bobby, baby, sugar, sweetie, sit, please.
I haven't seen you since you almost got shot to death.
Yeah, well, I'm nothing if not a survivor. I guess that applies to both of us.
How's Anna holding up with all of this?
She's with Robin at the moment. I think she's washing her face.
It's a rough situation. They both love Duke so much, and Duke adores Robin. Hello. Hi, Anna.
Hi, it's nice to see you, Bobby.
Do you think you could come over to the Brownstone for a visit soon? It'd be real nice if you could come. Yes, she'd love to.
You take care, okay?
Yeah.
I have to go over there.
Well,
Uncle Duke saved your life, didn't he?
yes, he did.
Now everybody knows that he's really a good person, don't they?
Some people do, sweetie. Some people do. Oh, what's the matter, mate?
Listen, Tony needs your help right now.
What's up?
He's been called to Dr. Hardy's office, him and Yank. They might lose their position here at the hospital.
You mean because of that business,
Yes. Exactly what I mean. You know how many times I've done this to my brother? Every time I get involved in any kind of undercover work, I always get Tony involved.
Hey,
It
look,
always happens.
We're all in this together, all right?
You should have heard Hardy. He just blew up at me in the hug.
I'm asking you one more time, Dr. Jones. What happened tonight Duke Lavery's body was brought in, supposedly dead? Why did you sign a death certificate?
We are
What was
not
behind it?
at liberty to explain what was behind it.
Are you as locked in as Dr. Jones?
Yes, sir.
Steve, it was wrong, but the reasons may be right.
What Bud says is true, Steve.
You don't seem to understand. It's my job to protect the reputation of this hospital. If what those two did leaks out, the sick people in this community won't come to our hospital. Don't you see that?
I have no argument with that.
If it wasn't a medical question, we wouldn't be in this room now, but it is. It is. And when the whole story comes out, your careers as doctors may be finished, and I'll be in the god-awful position of finishing you. Yes. Oh, sorry, Robert. We're having a serious meeting here. I can't see you now.
I don't want to interrupt it, Steve. I want to be part of it. I know what's going on.
Well, you have nothing to do with this meeting.
I'm the reason for it. These two people were helping me in a WSB case.
Well, that has nothing to do with the serious problem we're faced with now.
It has everything to do with it. These two doctors played an integral part in stopping the mob getting into Port Charles.
The mob is hardly a medical matter, Robert.
You don't think so? Well, you think what would happen to Port Charles if the mob started running drugs, crime, and killing around here? You don't think that is a medical problem? As I understand it, this hospital was established for the health and welfare of the citizens. Consider what would happen if the mob started to run it. And they would eventually start to run it. It would at that point cease to be a health facility and simply be a money machine.
He is right, Steve.
Tony and Yank were involved in a serious medical matter, one that would have affected General Hospital.
I can see that, but...
Let me ask you a key question here, Steve.
What?
Supposing that I'd come to you for help in this mission rather than going to the two of them, what would you have said?
Steve, you're not saying anything, but I think I could hear your answer.
Well, I suppose as citizens, it's our duty to be in the front line against crime. This must never happen again in General Hospital. Or if it does, you come to me first, okay?
Thank you.
I'd like to shake your hands, too. But not for myself, but for Anna and Robin. And that work you've done on Duke.
Thank you so much for getting permission for Robin to see Duke.
Oh, well, Robin's part of the General Hospital family.
I think it's going to do him a lot of good to see her.
In that case, we'll just consider her part of the treatment.
I think so.
You can go in now.
Oh, okay, thank you. Excuse us. It's all right, darling. I have to be here for you. Come on. Thank you.
Can I touch it?
Yes, sweetheart. Gently, darling. Go on, here. Stand on that.
May I hold his hand?
All right. Just don't move this.
Duke, can you hear me? I love you.
We love you very much.
You can wake up now because we're here to take care of you.
Yes, we are. Don't try and say anything. It's okay. You just have your rest. Robin's here. She came back for you.
Mommy, you squeezed my hand. You squeezed my hand on me.
So Robert tells me that you are the one to thank. Me? No, not me. All I did was get Robert, and that saved our necks.
Just a second. It was Jade's idea to get Frisco, to get Robert to talk to Dr. Hardy.
That's my girl, Frost.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm next.
Oh, Jade sent it. Oh.
That's right.
And listen, I want to take you to dinner, okay? Actually, I want to take everybody to dinner, but this is the guest of honor.
Oh, well, you're going to buy? You're buying?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then let's see somewhere very expensive. How about Chinese cuisine?
No, he likes to have dinners where they just keep on serving and...
Okay, I'll get Tanya to get a babysitter for us.
I volunteer.
No, you can't. You're the party. That's right.
Before we go anywhere, how's Duke?
Let's wait and see.
Everybody's behind you, Duke. The worst is really over. Just got to look forward to your future now. Right?
Robin's here.
Yes. Yeah, it was Robert's idea, the surprise for you.
It was all Daddy's idea. And now I'm going to have two daddies.
He said you'd be here.
Always.
Me too, Uncle Duke. Now you've got me and Mommy always now. I love you.
Shh. I don't think perhaps you should talk anymore. Maybe we should just stand here and let him rest for a while. All right?
Would it hurt if I kissed his hand again?
No, darling.
No, it wouldn't hurt.